Warning, aspartame is dangerous. Hi, I'm Angie. Thanks for joining me here at the Perfectly Imperfect Kitchen for Life Squared.
Welcome to Life Squared, brought to you by the Perfectly Imperfect Network, from imperfect folk everywhere.
Warning, aspartame is dangerous. You go, what the heck is aspartame? And have I gotten any of that aspartame stuff in my body? Well, it is sweeteners. Lots of chemical-based sweeteners. Now, there's lots of good sweeteners out there. We've done videos about it. So I don't want you to think that monk fruit and stevia are in this group, or beet sugar. It's not. It is often in pink. You will see aspartame as a sweetener in pink, but you will see it used in most things that say no sugar added. They'd be better off to add sugar because sugar is far less horrible than aspartame. There's even an illness, an aspartame illness, with multiple symptoms. We're going to talk a little bit about the troubles you can create for yourself by eating aspartame. And note that some people are more susceptible to these than others. I just had to go through a whole situation with my aunt because she thought she was doing the right thing by having sugar-free foods and drinks. And what she did was create a whole series of illnesses that, she thought she was dying. She's 74 years old. And this was a really bad situation. So we're trying to teach her how to use monk fruit and stevia. And her health has improved dramatically. Got a little dehydrated this summer, but you know what? That's also easy to do when you're trying to give up aspartame. So I do want to mention that you don't have to let yourself get dehydrated and without electrolytes to be safe with your sweeteners. Number one, it causes headaches, even migraines. So if you're having a tremendous amount of headaches or migraines, check your labels, folks. Wear your reading glasses. Check those labels because it come and do some research. We're going to do a video on all the different names it comes under. For example, sucrose is another name, and that will be in a lot of the foods you eat, like cereals and ice cream. If you get no sugar added ice cream, it'll a lot of times say sucrose, but it comes in a lot of different names. Number two is going to surprise you. It contributes to diabetes, and many diabetics use this because they don't want to use sugar, which they know contributes to worsening of their sugar content in their blood. It really does surprise people that these no sugar added and these no sweetener products can actually make their diabetes worse. So again, think monk fruit, think stevia. Don't consider aspartame. And I will tell you, a little bit is too much. It's like a poison. A little bit is too much. Number three, it prevents weight loss. Why? Because it is very, very sweet. Your brain believes it's eating carbs. That's part of the reason why it's bad for diabetes. Your brain reacts as if you just ate sugar. Number four, there have been many reports of blurred vision that has been blamed on aspartame. Number five, it makes depression worse. I'm not necessarily saying it causes depression, but if you struggle with depression or irritability, it will make those worse. Nobody wants that. Number six, it causes inflammation. Heck, if there's one thing you can say about Life Squared is we are all about declaring war on inflammation. We certainly don't want to put things in our body that cause it. That happens enough as it is. Number seven, it will cause stomach pains and cramps. It will create a headache or a migraine type situation in your belly. That's what my aunt had. Doubled over, crying, having to call ambulances. And then they start running the test. They can't figure out what's wrong. It's aspartame. And they're not understanding that she is putting so much in her body with these drinks and foods she's eating to try to be healthier. Number 8, it can increase seizures. Now, I have a son that has type 1 diabetes and seizures. We have to really keep him away from these no sugar added because it seems logical for him. It's not logical because it will make these seizures worse. Number 9, it will cause hearing problems. We don't want hearing problems. Number 10, possibly causes cancer. We want the big C word out of our life. We don't want anything that causes or contributes to cancer. In fact, we want things that help us stay away from cancer. Number 11, it is so addictive. Maybe worse than sugar. Sugar is very addictive. Coffee is addictive. There's many things in our lives that are addictive. And that's the other thing we had with my aunt. She is so addicted to it. And she was drinking far too much of it. So we want you to stay away from aspartame. There are some super great alternatives. Look towards our videos, especially on monk fruit and stevia, and you'll start learning how to stay away from aspartame. Again, I can't say it enough. Read the labels. Make sure you have eyeglasses handy if you have trouble reading those little things, because you're gonna save money, because you're gonna get home and not be able to use some of these things you're buying. But you're also gonna stay healthier. And here at Life Squared, we want you to stay healthy. That's why we're here. We're nothing if we can't share that with our friends. So please subscribe so you can be up to date. You can see all the new videos we do. And tell your friends about us. We would really appreciate that. And we'd like to ask you to look for the Life Squared Challenge. It's all about living our lives 75% healthier. We would love to hear your story. Please let us know. And most of all, thanks for joining us here in the Perfectly Imperfect Kitchen for Life Squared.
We really appreciate you joining us today at Life Squared on the Perfectly Imperfect Network. To get more content, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions or feedback, we'd love to hear from you in the comments section. Thanks for watching.